You're listening to Therapy in the Diaspora, a Diaspora Therapy Group podcast. And welcome to our very first episode of Therapy in the Diaspora. My name is Annissa, I use she, they pronouns, and I am an associate marriage and family therapist with Diaspora Therapy Group. And today I am joined by lovely other therapists from Diaspora. Go ahead and pick who's going to go first in introducing themselves.
Hi, my name is Adrian Films, he, him pronouns, and I'm also an associate marriage and family therapist.
Hi everyone, I'm Lakshmi, my pronouns are she, her, and I'm an associate professional clinical counselor. Vanessa.
Hi, my pronouns are she, they, and I am also an associate marriage and family therapist / registered art therapist.
Everyone, my name is Lamarre Edward. I am a associate professional clinical counselor, and my pronouns are he, him.
Hey, thank you everybody for joining me today. So just a little bit about what this podcast is and what we will be doing. Every episode is going to be a little bit different. Today is about getting an introductory statement to some of the therapists that you can look into getting if you're looking for a therapist from Diaspora Therapy Group. So we're just going to share a little bit about ourselves, doing the game. We're not really strangers. And has anybody else played this game at all?
No.
So
Only the
Play the couples.
Yeah.
I've tried a couple of times, but it's always a hard one. It's always a hard one to try to get the hang of it, get the gist of it.
Yeah.
I think the point of the game is just getting to know each other. So I've never seen it played actually how the directions are supposed to be played.
Yeah,
Which
that's
means,
the part.
yeah, which means that anybody watching or listening to this, we're probably not playing right, and the rules are probably different, but this is how we're going to play it today. First things first, we're going to do our perception round. So what I'm going to do is, as a person that has all the cards in front of them and try not to knock stuff off my desk, I'm going to be the person reading the cards, and we'll all answer from there. So let's go for the first perception, and we'll just perception of me. Okay. Do I remind you of anyone?
Ooh.
Question.
This can be a celebrity, somebody in your life, anybody that I remind you of, if that is a category you have.
Gosh, I think my answer is that you do remind me of someone, a very, very close friend of mine. You look alike, you talk alike, you kind of have a similar vibe. It's actually, I wouldn't have thought of that without that question. This is like my homiest of homies. It's a good place to start on a first impression, isn't it?
It is. It feels so good. I'm like, oh, somebody you care about. Thankfully, not someone you dislike.
you remind me a little about this curly hair stylist that I saw, like that's there at the salon that I go to. I think it's because of the bangs. I think it's because of the bangs and the very specific way in which she wears her hair. So yeah.
Cute. I love that.
You remind me of, or you know what, you don't remind me, you just give me the vibe of someone I took a college course with, like somebody I would have sat in the back with and talked to.
Oh
yeah.
Like that.
What course was it?
Some humanities course.
That makes sense. Lamarre, you were gonna say?
Well, you know, maybe like an art class. Yeah. You're just very artsy to me.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, Vanessa, because I was trying to think. I'm like, I can't think of anybody specifically in mind that you remind me of, but I can see you as someone I would have taken an art class with, specifically art classes. And I would have, I probably would have just been enjoying the class, but then you're like, oh no, I love this. I breathe art. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
All of that.
It is doing artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is it the gigantic amount of colors in my room, or is it the bandana that I'm wearing?
Just the collage back there too.
Yeah, what is that? I've always wondered what that is.
So that is, for anybody that cannot see, behind me is my actual room where I do therapy from. And there is LED lights going in a rainbow around some stuff that, or some like art stuff that I made years and years ago because I like to decorate my space, but I'm not a professional artist, but I just like having stuff there. So actually all of those were from, so I used to run an Etsy shop called Crochet Crafts, and it was how I like
love that.
yeah, it's a play on my name because my last name is Crow. And I that's how actually I made money in grad school was selling crochet stuff. And I would market it by like all of those are for an earring collection that I did, and I did a painting so that I could take pictures in front of. Because art is how I deal with a lot of mental health stuff, and so it's always in my life and it's always there. But yeah. All right. Thank you everybody for your perception. Who should we call on next for their perceptions?
Well, you decide.
You know what? Let's go ahead and go Lamarre. And I'm gonna pick a card right now. If my nails will let me. Okay.
Birthday nails on.
Oh, weird. Oh yeah, my friend just did them yesterday. It's so nice having a friend that does them for free because they just want to do a craft.
Yeah.
And also they were tired of paying for their own nails. All right, Lamarre. Or everybody build your perception. This is the card for Lamarre. How many speeding tickets do you think Lamarre has gotten in their life?
0.
0.
You seem so
I also
responsible.
agree, 0.
You seem so responsible.
I'm glad you don't receive me that way. It's like a unanimous 0. I get to answer that a little bit more.
Yeah, you can answer it, yeah.
I've gotten 2. I've gotten 2. One of them, oh no, I've gotten 3. I've gotten 3. I don't, over in Massachusetts on the East Coast, I had a bad stray of luck over there. But over here, I think it's because over here, like law enforcement themselves are speeding, so it's okay. But yeah, I've gotten 3. I can go into more details about those stories, but I fought one of them, which is great. I fought one of them. Always do that. That's my takeaway. If you ever get one, go fight it because they might just say, "Oh, nobody's here to dispute it. You're good to go." Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's one. I think we're all shocked because we all said 0.
That's
That
funny.
was shocking.
I was like, I come off as responsible.
Yeah, you seem incredibly responsible.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I think you come off as like really calm.
Yeah.
Like so calm. So I can't picture you like speeding.
Same. Yeah.
You know when your music gets so good and you just appreciate that. You know the car concerts and you're just like, I forget I was even pushing the gas that hard.
The only time I've ever gotten a speeding ticket in my life, I was way too into a Backstreet Boys song.
Ooh. What does music do to us?
Hard relatable.
Absolutely.
I should have fought it. Fought it. The vibes are too good, officer. I'm sorry.
You take that to court. You're like,
The vibes in this car is immaculate.
Immaculate.
So funny. All right, let's go ahead and do our next perception, and let's do Lakshmi. Okay. So does everyone think that Lakshmi falls in love easily? Why or why not?
I think you do.
I think you do.
I don't think you do.
Lover girl.
We have actually dissenting opinions.
Yeah, we do.
What do you think?
Wait, why do you think? Yeah, why do you think that?
I'm in the middle. At first, I was thinking like yes, but then I could picture you not holding yourself back, but like be like going through all the pros and cons almost.
That's why I was thinking that too. I was imagining, I like looked at you for a second, and I was like, oh, maybe lover girl, and then I go, no, this feels like somebody who knows what they want out of an experience, and so they're gonna go into it doing so.
That's so funny. Yeah,
I think
I'll let it. Yeah, go for
you
it.
don't pursue easily. Like your heart is open, but you don't always like jump into relationships. You know.
Mm,
That's like that's my
Any more
That's
insights, Lamarre, before I confirm or deny?
no, I am good with all the ones that have been put out there. I agree. It's giving certified lover girl vibes. Like
certified lover girl. I love it.
yes.
I love it.
I think okay, so I think Adrian and Lamar's first instinct was right. I think in my 20s, at least once a month, I was in love like multiple times
Girl.
a year. I was catching flights and feelings. I was writing
Wow.
letters, poems. I was having dramatic meltdowns in public, like all
Wow.
set. But
The 20s.
but I have significantly calmed down in my 30s. Yeah.
I get that. I love a crush. I love having crushes.
Oh my God. Yeah. We love love.
We love
Yes.
love. Like I can definitely understand that. Like it does seem like somebody who could, like you said, like you in your 20s, it was more likely like every other month you've fallen in love with somebody or doing something like that. But I think I'm reading you as you are now, and I'm like I feel
Yeah.
like this is somebody who knows what they want and can like interpret that to however they mean. Um, but yeah, sometimes it's just, especially in your 20s, it's really fun to have crushes, or
Yeah.
sometimes it's not so fun and they just kind of happen. But yeah, I love that.
I mean, I think the more you sort of start thinking about like the patriarchy and
Mhm.
misogyny, and then you just can't like look at the set men the same anymore. It's like, okay, well, that was good while it lasted.
Mhm.
I also feel like, I mean, you primarily work with couples now, don't you?
I do have quite a few couples on my caseload, yes.
I feel like if you're doing couples therapy, like you've had to have sorted some things out for yourself, you know? And you seem like someone who has sorted herself out, you know?
Yes, yes, it's true. Life is more regulated or boring, as you can read it either way. There's something definitely fun about the high highs and the low lows,
Totally.
but I think for now, I think age also does that. I don't know if any of you guys relate. I know you're all much younger,
True.
so wait, how old are you, Adrian? I mean, is that okay to ask?
Yeah, I don't mind. I'm 27.
Okay.
And Nick and I are the
So-
same age.
Yeah,
Give
I'll
it
be
a couple more years.
tomorrow.
Oh, it's 27. Okay.
Yeah, I'm 27 as well.
Oh, one more
Wait.
27.
Oh, whoa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
I'm like almost 34, so yeah.
I'm 31.
Okay.
31. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
So
you
Vanessa, maybe you
spoke
know what I'm
a lot
talking
more than
about, the calming down in your 30s.
Oh yeah, definitely.
that. You said, "Oh yeah."
Little past 25, the frontal lobe. It's like all the
Frontal
rest-
lobe development.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have all the fun you want before your frontal lobe fully develops.
yeah.
True. True.
Honestly, that is what clicked it. I was like, I'm gonna do everything and everything. It was a combination of that and 2020 happening to where we went into isolation.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like, oh, I can't go out anyway, so I'm just gonna be here. And then during that time, turned 25, and I was like, wait a minute, why do I just let these things happen? Like,
Something
what?
switched.
You're
Something
not
just-
worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have like a weird context for maturity because I was emancipated when I was 15, so I've been like an adult for a very long time.
Time.
I think I got my willies out pretty early, you know? Like I got it out of my system because I've been in like a nice committed relationship for almost 6 years now.
Dang, okay.
So you're
Mm.
like unofficially in the 30s club. Okay.
Yeah, it's kind of what it feels like sometimes.
Honorary
Yeah.
member. Someone's welcomed you in already. Lakshmi's welcomed you in. Yeah.
Thank you for the gracious red carpet rollout.
All right, well then let's go ahead and make a perception about Adrian.
Oh shit!
All right.
Got that on
Also,
myself.
testing, I don't care on this, by the way, because that's how I am in sessions anyway. Oh well.
Yeah.
So, do we think that Adrian seems like a morning person or a night owl, and why?
I can go. I feel like you're a night owl. I feel like at the in the late hours of the night is when you're doing all of your like crafting and your best work. I don't know. I mean, that's the vibe I get. That's the vibe I get. I think you're a slow riser. I'm a slow riser too, where you wake up in the morning, you're like, time is it? I'm trying to get some things done today, which is how I am. Maybe I'm projecting. I don't know, but
That's what I was gonna say too. I think I'm projecting, but I also think you're a night owl because I am a night owl. And that may just be the three of us being 27.
yeah.
The
I
vibe.
think I think you're a night owl, but you could be like a morning person. You can and will be a morning person if it's required. Like you will be both, I think.
I'm gonna agree too. Just a night person.
Mhm.
Mm. I think Lakshmi is actually the closest.
Mm.
So, Lamarre, your instinct is totally right. Yes, I'm definitely up at 3 a.m. working on whatever crafty bullshit. I'm like, yes, that is 100% me. But growing up, my mom is a nurse, and so she'd be up at like 5, and so I was up at like 5. Do I prefer to be up that early? God, no. Can I and be functional? Yeah, totally. I would be lying though if I said that I wasn't like orienting my current life schedule towards being more of a night owl though.
Mhm.
I like having my day, but I work all day long, and so my leisure time is in the evenings, and sometimes just time gets away from you, and then it's like, oh my god, I have been sewing and it is 2 a.m.
Ah.
I have to be up tomorrow. So I'm definitely more of a night owl, but I am totally capable of being a morning person if I need to be.
That actually,
yeah.
that drove me to another question of if, I think you kind of answered it already, if you schedule your clients later in the day, or if it's nighttime is just for yourself, because nighttime is for me, but daytime is working hours.
If I could have a schedule where I only saw people during the day, I would. But I noticed that a lot of people need evening availability because same thing, like they're working during the day. So it's something I'm flexible with because I acknowledge that there's a need for it, right? And I'm willing to do that for my clients. But I'm not seeing anybody past like 7 p.m. I'm not doing that. That is my dinner time. That is my little crafty time. That is my have a little beverage and sit around on my porch time. So 7 is like the latest I'll typically go. Do I sometimes violate that rule? Totally. But I try not to.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. Vanessa. You're the only one we haven't made a perception about yet. So, okay, y'all. How likely do we think it is that Vanessa goes camping, and how high maintenance is their setup?
You seem like a glamper. Like if you go, like you have to have running water. You have like such like an elegance about you that I can't imagine you being like out in the woods like roughing it. I can't imagine it.
Same. I was like, I can't see you camping. I don't know why. I just can't see you camping. Maybe hiking, but like not camping.
Yeah, maybe
I was gonna say hiking or connecting to nature in a way that is not physically being there, like being very aware of your surrounding, but not like going out of your way to like go pitch a tent and do that. If anything, probably glamping or in a cabin or like some sort of realm of that. But I also can't picture it for some reason.
I do think you like nature though.
Yeah, 100%.
I do like nature. You seem very nature-y.
Yeah, there's like a plant in the screen.
The plant giving me more. I'm seeing the plant and I'm like, I think you like to go lay in the grass. Like if the grass is or the desert is available. I see what Adrian meant, like running water. Yeah, I would like that, but I don't know. Some people can just rough it and stuff it. I'd say car camping. I could see you car camping. And as long as you have like a blanket, you can lay on the grass. So you're like, I'm good over here.
Yeah, you got it right. It's so funny. I live like in a condo, so we have like a little what is it? A tandem garage. So like we have me and my partner, we have like this it's for rooftop camping. It's called rooftop camping. So you connect.
Yeah, we have one.
We only used it once.
Oh, you see, I was like, that's what I'm talking about. I'm like,
No, I think I would do it more if it wasn't for the bugs. Like I'm a scaredy cat with bugs.
That's so real. That's so real.
And I think I've only gone camping recently, like twice in the past 4 years. But I do love being in nature. You guys are spot on. I love being in nature. I love hiking, but I like to go home to my bed. And my favorite place to go is Bishop because like the mountains and the water, they're so beautiful. I go like once a year at least, and we don't do camping. It's freezing out there. We like get a hotel, but we like to drive really close by. Yeah, you guys are spot on.
I'm curious, is anybody else a camper or like, do they want to? Adrian, you are?
Yeah, frequent.
No way. No way. No way.
I know it sounds crazy. I promise you it isn't. I'm actually in the middle of selling my car so I can buy a camper van.
wow. You're like, I really love this.
Well, the other thing too is I do historical reenactment, and so we have like a medieval tent, and so we'll go do that. So it's like I'll camp, but like asterisk, I'm not like through hiking and packing shit in, but I am setting up a tent and stuff. So high maintenance camping, I guess. How about y'all? I'm actually really curious.
That's literally what I was gonna say. I was like, Adrian, you seem so high maintenance. Like I can't see you like.
I promise I'm actually not. I promise I'm not. I'm just very put together when I want to be.
I'll be fully honest. I have camped a lot in my life. Like my parents whole family would like go pitch a tent. We would go to the Sequoia National Park because it's like right here.
Oh yeah, it's right around the corner for you.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and I love going there and like doing some mild hiking, checking out. We have so many pictures in front of the General Sherman, which is the largest sequoia tree. It's the largest redwood. I'm sorry, but I hate camping. I did it so much. And the thing is, I feel like I only decided I'm allergic to mosquitoes. And so my parents would like haul all of our asses into a car, go up to the mountains, pitch a tent, go, and we would legit like bathe in the creek, like do like that sort of like actual camping in a tent. And I would always get bitten up, and then my mom would just pop Benadryl for me and be like, "Here you go, just go sit in the tent now."
Just keep going.
I'm like, she's like, "Listen, we're staying here for 3 days, so you got to figure it out." And I was like, "How about we just stop taking this trip?"
Ooh, that's rough.
But,
that's real tough.
Yeah. You're like, oh, here you come.
Yeah, and I don't even think like even because I lived in a trailer for like 3 years in like a little fifth wheel with 6 people.
Wow.
So not even like that. I'm like, absolutely not. I fucking hate it. I don't want to do it. If somebody like desperately wanted to, and if it was like coastal camping, maybe, but not like out in the woods and like where I'm actively allergic to mosquitoes and stuff. So
not a lot of mosquitoes when you go like beach camping.
Yeah.
No, and I've slept on beaches before. Like I love doing that.
That rocks. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the beach. But yeah, no, not up in the woods, not for me.
I recently learned that there's some blood types that mosquitoes like better.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on this. This is not like a Jace recited fact. But I learned that recently, and like, yeah, that explains so much of my life.
Maybe I'm just extra tasty to mosquitoes.
Yeah, you must be just extra tasty, I guess.
I don't even know what my blood type is.
A little tasty treat.
They're like, they look and they go, yeah, I want them.
I've been camping a couple of times, but not I've been tent camping once when I was younger, and I used to go to summer camps out in the woods, but glamping is more my vibe, is what I kind of like. It's nice having all those amenities, you know.
Yeah, word.
Makes things easier, and I don't like the bugs out there. But I would like to go camping over here. I've only done glamping. I'd like to go try it out. Maybe it might be fun.
Interesting. All right. So now I think let's do one round of level 2 for anybody that actually knows this game. Like I said, we're not playing it correctly, but we're doing it in our own way. but because I like the perceptions that we got, that I want to do like more in-depth stuff. So for this round, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna call on other people to answer the question. And instead of me starting it, I'll just pick somebody right now. And so let's go, Adrian. Describe your perfect day.
Oh, God, that is such a complicated ass question.
I didn't want
it. I'll keep it simple. Be somewhere in nature. Sunny, blue sky, but with enough cloud cover that I'm not gonna get burnt.
Ooh.
Nice, like 75 degrees maximum temperature. That I'm somewhere with friends. That we have like a whole day of like activities planned. And then I just get to spend time in just like a beautiful, peaceful place with the people I love. Like that's all I need.
I love that.
Yeah. It's simple, I promise.
No, I think that's beautiful. And I heavily agree with the like 70 degrees.
Ideal temperature. Perfect temperature.
Well, literally, you're correct. Like, there's no other answer. You are the correct answer, because currently, like with like climate change stuff going on, it's been so much hotter in like fall time.
Oh my gosh.
So October is I'm a little biased. My birthday's in October, but I love the month of October, and I love the fall. And literally, I think on October 1st, it was 106 here.
Jeez.
And I have been irritated.
Horrendous. Awful.
I'm in the Central Valley, everybody. It's hot. So yeah, and literally today was actually 72, so I had all the windows open. It was beautiful. Tomorrow is going to be 83, and I'm mad.
You said no.
I'm like, no, go down. Go back to 70s. I'll take 70s.
That's your birthday gift.
I was like, don't go to 80. It's hot, and I exist in a bigger body. I sweat.
I get so sweaty. That's why I can't. 75 is like the max I can do. I just can't do it. I can't do it. And it's been getting hotter and hotter in San Diego. Thank you, climate change.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, climate change is real, everybody.
It's so real.
5 therapists that believe that. If that's what you're looking for. All right. Let's do it like this so that I'm not picking everybody. Adrian, you pick. I know what the question is. You pick who's going to answer it.
Vanessa.
Vanessa? Okay.
Hold on, I got sweaty. Oh my back, god damn it. Okay.
Absolutely normal reaction. I feel like it's taken me like 20 minutes to like even be like just like calm.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, ignore that red button in the top corner of the
Don't look at it. You guys aren't regulating over here? We're not. Nobody's regulating? What?
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
I was like, nobody's fidgeting? I'm fidgeting.
Okay.
This is like,
This won't go
Lamarre,
in the video, but
pro.
that Lamarre is going on the TikTok.
What is that? I thought that was a dildo for some reason. I was like, Adrian, why do you have a dildo?
It's called regulating, okay, Lakshmi? You need to be understanding.
No, it's a duck. It's just a little guy, okay?
Yeah.
He's stretchy. Keep that in the episode.
Yeah.
I will.
You're fine, Vanessa. We're all sweating. You can't see it because we have like video enhancement on.
Oh my.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Everyone looks like they're glowing. It's beautiful.
I think I've calmed down now.
Okay.
Thank you guys. Like, I feel so much I feel less pressure now.
You go.
Vanessa, when you're asked, how are you? How often do you answer truthfully?
Okay, I don't always answer truthfully. It depends who asks. And I don't know what else to say on top of that. I don't know how else to elaborate.
That's fair.
That's
That's
perfect. Yeah. All right. Vanessa, go ahead and pick who's going to answer the next one.
Lakshmi.
Okay, Lakshmi. Okay. Are you missing anyone right now? Do you think they are missing you too?
Am I missing anyone right now? Yeah, I think not at this moment, but I had to, pause and actually ask myself that question because I think we're always just going, and I don't think we like stop to think about things.
Yeah.
But when I gave it a moment and I thought about it, I have like this big group of girlfriends, like, we're like a gang, and we spend most of our latter 20s together, like 25 to 30. All of us were single and, we're just having a great wild time. And since then, I think people have moved, people have gotten married, people have kids. And I think despite our best efforts, it's been really hard to like, meet and spend time. And as I get older, I think I sort of realize it's harder and harder to make like good deep friendships. And I really miss them because I have the same bond with all of them even today. And whenever we do catch up, in fact, I have a call scheduled with one of my besties at 5 actually. So
That's cute.
yeah, I miss them. I miss them tremendously. Like I have one of them in the Bay Area with me, and I do see her quite regularly. But that sort of group energy, I think I miss that. And I know for a fact that they all miss us too because they had the chance to meet at one of our friends' weddings in August, and everyone was like, "This is the first time we felt alive in years." So I think that goes to say how much how important friendships are, and I think people tend to give romantic relationships like parenthood, familyhood significantly more importance than friendships. I think social conditioning. So yeah, I miss my friends. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's beautiful too.
Love
And
that.
just like the idea of missing the memory of the things that you used to do together, because that nostalgia
And
is
who we used to be, right? Like, and who we used
Mhm.
to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back when things were
Such an
simpler.
adulthood thing.
Yeah, back when things were simpler. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Happiness, I think, felt so much more easier to access. I know that feels abstract, but it just felt easier to access. It felt right there. So, yeah. That was a very deep.
It is because I started thinking about undergrad and I was like, we
Oh my
didn't have
gosh.
anything, but we're just like, when I dormed on campus for undergrad and just
Mhm.
every day you go to your room, your friend's room, knock on their door, and we're just
Oh my
sitting in the room
gosh.
having a great time, just sitting down with nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the
That's the life.
accessibility of it. Yeah.
Like everyone you like give a shit about in the same building. Like
Yes.
it's just
Yeah.
it's the dream. Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's why it's so that reminded me of when I tell people, because I do want to leave the Central Valley. I grew up here and stuff like that, but I do want to leave. Um, and when people ask me where I want to go, I always say I want somewhere walkable. One, I don't have a car. Like that's a big thing too. But also just because in college, like being an undergrad and also graduate school for me, it being able to access the people that bring you the most joy in your life and resources and stuff like that was so attainable because I lived in a space where you could just walk to go get that thing. What are you looking for? Go get it. And I miss that aspect. I miss that aspect of college too. Just like having accessibility by getting there on foot.
Yeah.
My big dream is I wanna the only justifiable reason to own property in America is I wanna have a place where all of my friends can come and live together. That it can be that kind of community space. That's all I've ever wanted, and it feels so hard to get back to that because we all have had that at some point, right? Of this accessibility of friendships, physical community, proximity, and it's just kind of a slow crawl back to that place. That's what it felt like for me, anyway.
Yeah, that's what your campers working
That's
towards.
what the is for, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's so much. Oh, sorry. Go on, Annissa.
No, go ahead,
Lakshmi. I was saying I've seen it so much even in my work with couples or individuals where it's almost like loneliness, like having all of your needs met from one person is glorified and normalized to such an extent that everyone's lonely, but like no one can even admit it, talk about it, and reach out because they're like, wait, but this one person is supposed to be filling everything and meeting all of my needs. So that's such a big part of my work is honestly just working with clients to build friendships. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
go out there, like get dinner with this person that you like and that makes you feel good. Like
Yeah.
do it.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and most of the time what I hear back is, fuck, that's obvious. Why didn't I think about
Yeah.
it? And but that's where we are. I think the older we
Mhm.
get, the lonelier we get.
Mhm.
And it's a little heartbreaking.
Yeah,
So
and it's
yeah.
also there's systems in place that make it harder for us to
Right.
engage with community or identify that community is more than just the person who's in the people in your home, that it
Yeah.
can exist away from us, right? And even if we think about like what systems, like one, capitalism, if we isolate and keep to ourselves, then we're seen as, okay, you're not wasting time, or you're not doing it, you're doing everything in production of what can you produce and create and work. So I
Mhm.
think there's all
You
those.
can't produce shit after a boozy brunch. They don't want us having
They
boozy
don't want
brunches.
that.
So they don't want you to have.
Yeah.
You're right, there is this like bend on like only certain relationships are valuable in the eyes of society, but that's so untrue. It's not a healthy way to live. It's not a healthy way to live.
No, it's really not. And I think so much of it too, like on the subject of like, because clients will come in, especially like that have intersecting marginalized identities,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
because it is different to be in a queer BIPOC body or any like variation of identity and feel completely welcomed in a space where maybe not everybody looks like you or not everybody has the same abilities as you, or there's just so many different levels of nuance. And so often when clients come in to like talk about that, or like, I want to go to this queer space, but it's mostly white, or I want to go to this place where I can find community with other Latina people or other Black people, or like just like other like diasporas like that, they feel uncomfortable for a different reason, or there's an accessibility issue, or there's just other things.
Yeah.
And my advice usually for clients is to, when they're trying to make friends, go to a space that is an interest that you have, whether it's music, maybe there's a game you like, maybe there's just like an activity around the community. But that also, even in that advice, is hard to do sometimes because you don't know what's around you. Like in the Central Valley, we don't have a lot of stuff. My like thing is to just be like, yeah, go to this. And I'm like, but if I was like 16, I'm like, nope, couldn't do that. Don't have a way to get there. But like,
I think it's tough too. Our Western American society, to put it more precisely, there's this encouragement of people finding pockets rather than exploring intersectionality, and not even creating like enough safety to have intersectionality. That itself is challenging. And certainly, unless you're living in a place where there is access to different types of communities physically, and like in terms of interests and shared identities, like it's harder and harder to find that. It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, it's rough out here.
And it's why I am a proponent of finding online spaces if you can find it physically. So no one should feel ashamed if they're like, oh, I have a bunch of, because I do have a couple of people that have come and been like, I only have friends online. I'm like, you
Great,
still
you
have
friends.
social
Your friends.
like, you're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just because you don't see them physically, that is okay.
Yeah, like see, we're an online space, but it feels great.
Yeah. Exactly. And realizing like what our time is and how much time we get to have with each other in this online virtual space. Just want to do some like close up stuff and thank everybody for being a part of this first episode with me. I greatly cherish you. You are all amazing therapists. And if anybody was listening to this episode, is looking for therapeutic services and like the vibe of one of us, or we're curious about other things, please feel free to reach out to us. I will go ahead and link everybody's Psychology Today and the Diaspora website in here. But is there anything else that, if anyone has any social medias they want to plug, or any other things to get access to you that you would like to share? All right. That is all that we have time for today. Thank you, everybody, for listening, viewing, however you consumed this. And thank you for being here, both my guests and the people viewing and watching and listening and all that stuff.
Thank you, Annissa.
Right.
You did such a great
Yeah,
job.
this is so
Thank
fun.
you. So much effort. Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you
you
so
all
much.
too for helping me feel so comfortable. Yeah.
All right. Well, bye, everybody.